Hey kids, I hope you would have read Ashoka's Reign. Let's have a quick recap on it. And before that, let's discuss the answers which you have written on page number 28. Please take page number 28. Question number 1. Find out what were the two most common languages in which edicts were written. The answer is Prakrit and Sanskrit. Kindly spell along with me P R A K R I T. Prakrit. Sanskrit. 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 Question number 2. Why do you think these languages were used? The answer is Prakrit and Sanskrit were the languages found common among the people. I repeat it. Prakrit and Sanskrit were the languages found common among the people. Let's have a look on Ashoka's reign. Ashoka was the ruler of Mauryan dynasty, and Mauryan dynasty was founded by Chandragupta Maurya, who was grandfather of Ashoka. Ashoka's ruling period was from 265 BCE to 238 BCE. I hope you remember the expansion. What is it for BCE? BCE is before Common Era. History can be divided into two, that is, before the birth of Jesus Christ and after the birth of Jesus Christ. The events which occurred before the birth of Jesus Christ is known as BCE or BC, and the events which occurred or occurring after the birth of Jesus Christ is known as CE or AD. CE is Common Era or AD is Anno Domini. Okay, now let's come back to Ashoka. Ashoka's capital was at Pataliputra, which is the present day Patna. It is in Bihar state. Ashoka was considered the cruel and greedy individual until the cause of Kalinga War. Do you remember the incident of Kalinga War? Yes, it was a cruel among all times. So many people lost their lives and so many of them were found bloodshedding. So, seeing all this, Ashoka realized and he got a vision that he should not do this. So, he started following Buddhism, which is about peace and non violence. He acted and managed in such a way to provide all the welfare to the people. Yes, Ashoka built many roads, rest houses, viharas for the travelers and Buddhist monks. He constructed hospitals for animals and also the people, and medicines were supplied to them. He digged well and water facilities were provided to the people. So, people lived very happily during his period. The city was in a prosperous state. Like Ashoka, we have one more great ruler. Let's know little more about him. That is Legend of India, Akbar. Akbar the Great, he belongs to Muslim religion. His ancestors and successors are collectively called as Mughals. Let's see who are the Mughal emperors and the period in which they ruled. Mughal Emperor Babur. Babur was the founder of Mughal dynasty. His ruling period was from 1526 to 1530 CE. He was succeeded by his son Humayun, who was father of Akbar. His ruling period was from 1530 to 1540 and 1555 to 1556. When Humayun died in the year 1556, Akbar ascended the throne in the year 1556 and Akbar died in the year 1605, followed by several Mughal rulers Jahangir, Shah Jahan, Aurangzeb, and their ruling period is given. Just have a look over it. Let's see about Akbar. Akbar was born in the year 1542 CE and he ascended the throne at the age of 13. His reign began from the year 1556 at a very younger age, and so he was assisted by the army general Bairam Khan. So, as he was a very small kid at the age of 13, he won't know the tactics and have the managing power and capability, all the ideas. So, Akbar was assisted by the trusted men in his army who was Bairam Khan. Akbar was the third king in Mughal family. As I already said you, the founder of Mughal emperor was Akbar's grandfather Babur, who was ascended by his son Humayun, that is Akbar's father. Let's see about the conquests of Akbar. Akbar wanted to build his empire vast and huge. He wanted to commence it through diplomacy, and if the rulers refused, he made war against them and conquered the territory. Diplomacy is like he wanted to go and talk to the other rulers in a kind way so that he'll console them to come under Akbar's rule. So if the rulers refuse to come under Akbar's territory or under Akbar's rule, he would go war against him, against the rulers, and he'll grab it to come under his rule. Akbar waged war against the Afghan ruler and he defeated him in the second battle of Panipat. Akbar also conquered Malwa, Gondwana, Gujarat, Bengal, Bihar, Kabul, Kashmir, Sindh, Mewar, Ranthambore and Chittoor. After consolidating his position in the northern India, Akbar turned his attention towards Deccan. Consolidating is nothing but strengthening his position in the North India, and then he built his idea of taking over the Deccan. So first he sent embassies. Embassies are the diplomatic representatives from Akbar's court. So then what happened is the rulers of Kandesh, Bijapur, Golconda and Ahmednagar, they refused to accept Akbar's overlordship. That is, they did not accept the embassies which was sent from Akbar's court and paid tribute to Akbar. So what happened? Akbar went on war against them and he annexed the territories to his control. Here you can see the map, and in this you can see how gradually the Mughals occupied the entire India. It shows Babur's territory, Akbar's region is marked in yellow color and Aurangzeb's in orange color. Akbar carved out a huge empire stretching from the Himalayas in the north to the Godavari river in the south and from Hindu Kush mountains in the west to the Brahmaputra river in the east. He acquired such a huge empire. Let's see about the administration of Akbar. Akbar was an able and efficient administrator. His system of administration follows two heads. They are central and provincial administration. Central administration is nothing but Akbar administered in the combination of Persian, Central Asian and Indian traditions. So he administrated using all the three traditions. He gave Persian as the official language to the entire Mughal India to have a uniform administrative system, and coinage and common systems of weights and measures were also done by Akbar. Akbar's courtman Abul Fazl has mentioned its working and also other details in his book Ain-i-Akbari. Here I have attached you the picture of the uniform coinage system during Akbar's reign. Have a look over it. This is the coin which was used among the people during Akbar's period. And now it's the provincial administration. As I said, Akbar was an able administrator. He divided his kingdom into smaller parts for efficient ruling and administrating it. The vast empire was divided into 15 provinces, or it's also called as subas. And in each level, they will be administered to their level of corresponding team. The religious view of Akbar. Though Akbar belonged to Muslim religion, he respected and gave justice to all the people to follow their own religion. In fact, he married the Rajput princess, who is popularly called as Jodhabai, and allowed her the freedom to practice and follow her own culture and religion. It's so great of Akbar, right? Yes. So with all this, he came up with an idea of Sulhi-Kul, which means universal peace or harmony. It is based on universal values such as honesty, justice and peace. Let's see about the cultural achievements of Akbar. Though Akbar did not know to learn and write, he is interested in art and architecture. Akbar was a versatile genius during his childhood days, that he could adopt various skills. Navratnas. There were 9 men in Akbar's court who were popularly called as Navratnas. They are as follows. Just have a go through and read the names of the people in Akbar's court. They all were famous for their unique skill and talents. Each of the Navratnas were famous for their unique skill and talents. As I already said, Akbar was a patron towards art, architecture and literature. He built several palaces, forts in Agra and number of buildings, which also includes the Fatehpur Sikri, which is said to be the greatest architectural achievement. You can see the big city, the Fatehpur Sikri, which is in Agra. Here I have attached you few pictures which shows his interest on art, architecture and literature. First comes the palace, Jodhabai Palace, Birbal Palace, Juma Masjid, which is in Delhi. Here it's the paintings during Mughal time. This is the Mughal literature, Ain-i-Akbari, which was wrote by Akbar's courtman Abul Fazl. Last days of Akbar. The legend Akbar died in the year 1605 and he was succeeded by his son Salim. So this is all about the from birth to the death of Akbar. Now give a loud reading the content which is in page number 30 and 31, and those words which you are feeling difficult to spell, kindly take your homework note and write it twice. So I would like to check it. So make sure without postponing the work, kindly finish it then and there. So see you next video. Thank you.